Now let's look into linking files. Linking files is a great option available in the Linux file system. If you need to maintain two or more copies of the same file on the system, instead of having separate physical copies, you can use one physical copy and multiple virtual copies. This concept in Linux is known as links. Links. A link is a placeholder in a directory that points to the real location of the file. Two types of file links are available in the Linux system. First one is a symbolic link. First one is a symbolic link. A symbolic link is simply a physical file that points to another file somewhere in the virtual directory structure. The two symbolically linked together files do not share the same contents. And the second one that we have is hard link. Hard link. A hard link creates a separate virtual file that contains information about the original file and where to locate it. However, they are physically the same file. When you reference the hard link file, it's just as if you're referencing the original file. To create a hard link, again the original file must pre-exist, except that this time no parameter is needed on the ln command, that link command. So the most important point to be noted that you can only create a hard link between files on the same physical medium. To create a link between files under separate physical mediums, you must use a symbolic link. So let's demonstrate the same thing here. The links. So symbolic links are like desktop shortcuts we use in Windows. Okay. So let's take this example and we'll put it here. Let's clear it up. Let's create a directory mkdir p option parental, then opt in the dev, in that ops, in that devops, in that test. And let's create this directory. Okay, now let's see. uh, C D opt. Yes, you got dev and you got ops in it. You got everything in it. So now what will we do is we'll create a file. We'll create a file. We'll write a file in the same location. So opt and then dev, then ops, then devops, then test. In that we'll write commands dot txt. So that is what our file. Okay, so here, so we have written, we'll write some commands in it. Example, uptime is one command. Sys uptime ls pwd, and then who am I, say who am I, who. I think enough. So and then uh, time. Yeah. So these are some commands we have written. So let's save this. Okay, so that's where we have file. Now we have to so uh just a safety purpose, we want to have a shortcut of it. Okay, so we want to create a soft link or shortcut for the commands.txt, because we feel that's very important. That file is very important for us. So now what I have to do is to create a soft link. So ln is the command we have to use, and for the soft link I have to use s option. Then again same, the complete absolute directory reference that I have to give, opt dev, then ops, then devops, and inside the test, and then that's where I have commands dot txt. So now this file, we have given the object, we have given the all absolute directory reference. The file which is there in the given absolute directory reference should be created a shortcut as the following. That should have a the following shortcut, and the name of that would be commands shortcut. That's it. So let's see. Okay, sorry. Yes, you got the commands shortcut has been created, and now we will do the long listing to get whether it is soft, whether it is what type of file it is, we'll get to know. So it's clearly here, it is, it's a L. It's not the directory, it's not the file, it's a link. L, it started with the here you can see this part, it's a link, it's a link. And this command shortcut has been linked with the file which is there in this absolute directory reference. That's how we create a link. So then we'll see what is there in that. um, so so let's see. Sorry, cat commands shortcut. See, whatever commands that we have given and we have written inside that file, commands.txt, the same thing is there in the say commands shortcut, because it's literally a shortcut of it. So this is how we create shortcuts, symbolic links. Here in Linux we call it as a symbolic link, whereas in Windows it's a shortcut. So now, so what will we do is we'll try to move this commands.txt to temp directory and see what's going to happen. So opt, again dev, ops, and then devops, test commands.txt. This is the file and want to move to tmp. Let's see. So the tmp, see, commands.txt has been moved. So now let's do lsl. Yes. So let's clear it up. Even though you move it, still you can the same shortcut has been existed. Now to delete the shortcut or soft link, uh, let's see how can we delete it. So we have to go to the, I think it's opt. Yes, so here we have okay, that's cd, and then opt cd dev. Yes, here we have commands that shortcut with a red color. So let's try to delete that. That's it. It's been deleted. So, or else we'll create one more shortcut and we'll see. Okay. ln another symbolic link and opt dev ops devops test commands dot txt, sorry, txt with cmds. Okay, we got created two. Let's go to the commands cat. So no, it's just got created a soft link, but there is no file. Okay. So let's delete both cmds and then commands dot txt. Okay. What will we do is we'll create vim opt devops test commands dot txt. Who am I? Time, uptime, ls, pwd. I think this is more than enough. Okay, escape first, then colon, then enter. Okay, now we got it. Now we'll create a soft link lns opt devops test commands.txt and link it. Yes, you got it in green color. So let's do the cat cmds. Yes, it's ready. Now let's try to delete it and see what's gonna happen. rm cmds, it's done. It's been deleted. Or if you want to unlink it, simply use the same command and unlink it. That's how it works. So now we will move on to the renaming and moving files. For that, what we are going to use, that's what in the Linux world, renaming files is called moving files. The mv command is available to move both files and directories to another location or a new name. Notice that moving the file changed the name from for example FALL to FZLL, but it kept the same data inside, number and timestamp value. So this is because MV affects only a file's name, not the property. So after so now we can use even cp command. The cp, like cp command, you can use the I option on the mv command. Thus you are asked before the command attempts to overwrite any pre-existing file. So let's uh, have a let's look into one practical example of renaming and moving files. To will begin with the rename the files. Okay, first we'll clear the screen. Okay, so now we'll rename the files using mv command. Okay. So first what will we do is we will write a file. Let's touch file 1 and okay, so now in this directory you got file 1, and then now I just want to rename that file 1 to file 2. Simple. File 1, mv file 1, and then rename it as a file 2. That's it. Okay, if you still have a doubt, what we can do is we'll download, we'll get some lyrics. This is my AWS account. Okay. Mm, let me download some lyrics. Kantara. Yeah, here it is. Let me download. Let me copy these lyrics from holagi .in. Then once we got our lyrics, let's paste it. Yeah, ಸಂಜೆಯ ಕೆನ್ನೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದು ನಾಟಿದೆ ನಾಚಿಕ ಮುಳ್ಳು. Okay, this is enough. So now let's vim singara I, and then paste it. That's it. Sorry, escape and wq. So this is your singara file. So this is what the lyrics that you have, and then let me check it. So the singara. So now the singara file, I want to change the name to kantara lyrics. Okay, kantara lyrics. So for that what I have to do is mv, and singara is the file which I want to change and to be changed into kantara lyrics. That's it. That's it. Let's see. Sorry, cat kantara. See, ಮುದ್ದಾದ ಮಾಯಾಂಗಿ ಮೌನದ ಸಾರಂಗಿ ಮೋಹಕ ಮದರಂಗಿ ಕನ್ನ ಹಾಕಿದೆ ಮುಂಗುರುಳ ಸೋಕೆ. So that's how you rename it. Okay. Now let me clear the screen again, and then now what will we do is to move the files used by mv command. Now we'll try to move these files from now we have seen how to rename it. Now we will move it from one directory to other directory. So now where I will put it, this is in opt dev, so I will put this in in tmp. Okay, so where I am in opt and then div. So now I will put it in. So for that, move and file name kantara lyrics, and then location is tmp. That's it. So ls tmp, here it is, your kantara lyrics. Got it? So this is how you move the file from one directory to other directory. If you have a doubt, we'll move into tmp, and then here we have all those files, and then get kantara. Yes, got it. Now so next we will move into deleting files. How do we delete the files? So for that, to deleting the directories or deleting so files, basically everything in linux is a file. That's how linux kernel looks into it. So Most likely at some point you will want to be able to delete existing files, whether it is to clean up a file system or to remove a software package. You always have opportunities to delete files. So the command that we use to delete the files is rm. So rm, and then I option, the I command, the I option parameter prompts you to make sure that you are serious about removing the files. Then of course, remove, if you want to remove all the files which with starts with f and ends with all kinds of four words, a pattern, so it removes this. These are the different ways of doing deleting. So now what will we do is we go to the our wsl, and we will delete some files and we'll see how it goes. So again we can, so here we have a lot of files in it: file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4, jenkins.pub, kantara, lyrics, script, everything. So now what will we do is we will delete the files one by one. Okay. um, to delete the files, we have to use rm. First, rm file 3.txt, that's it, it got deleted. So but the another way of doing is commands.txt. So it's asking, that's what interactive, that I option will make your deletion process interactive. So now I will, so it's asking rm regular file commands.txt. So that's it, now it got deleted. So that's how we use an interactive process to delete the files. Now we have three files there. Let me touch uh, file fuzz.txt. Let's see. So now I want to delete all the files with the following pattern: le.txt. No such file. That's it. Only one file is there with that pattern. Of course there's a question mark, but z is there. So all the files with that pattern got deleted. Okay. So this is how we use rm command to delete. If you still want to uh, explore rm, you can do man rm. So then it will give you the complete, it will give you the complete information about rm command and what all options are available. Example, I option prompt before every removal. So like this you can get it all. Option D, remove empty directories. This is how it helps. Okay. So now let's look into managing directories. Now it's time managing directories. Linux has a few commands that work for both files and directories, such as the cp command, and some that work only for directories. To create a new directory, you need to use a specific command, which is covered in this following three sections. Removing directories can get interesting, so that's also covered in the following section. So let's begin with creating directories. Creating a new directory in Linux is easy. Just use the mkdir command. So the system creates a new directory named dir. Notice in the new directories long listing that the directories record begins with a D. This indicates that new dir is not a file but a directory. You can create a directories and subdirectories in bulk if needed. However, if you attempt this with just the mkdir command, you get the following error message. So to create several directories and subdirectories at the same time, you need to add the p parameter. Okay, that we will test it now. We will check it and see. Let's go to the WSL again, and this time we will place this on left side of my screen. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, then let me clear it off. Now let me call mkdir. Yes, this is how it works. So enough is enough. You can cross check it. Adding out of that man. So now let me create a directory first. Um, let me enter into the CD. There are a lot of files in it and directories also. Here I want to create one directory with try try mkdir. So that's what the name of my directory. Let's see, that's what it got created. We'll test it with the long listing. Try mkdir is a directory. That's it, it's a directory. Now clear it off. Then ls pwd present working directory. Then create one more directory, that's mkdir directory 1. So now you can create 2 directories at a time, 3 directories at a time. Ops is 1, devs ops is 1, and then ml is 1, ai is 1. That's it. See, ai, dir 1, ops, ml, all 3 directories are created at a time, were created at a time. So now I'll create now I'll touch a file, test file 1.txt, and then that is clearly a file. That's it, it's a file, it's not a directory. And one more thing that I want to show you is magical stuff. So if you want to create multiple files at a time, so what we can do is touch devops file and then curly braces 1 double dot 10 and then close curly braces dot txt. So now this is our pattern, and then with this pattern 10 files are going to be created. Let's see the magic. Here it is, from DevOps file 1 till 10, lslrt, from 1 till 10. That's how it works. So now what I will do is, let's enter into the dev and then copy this file into that devops file 1.txt into dir1. So we have a lot of directories here. So I have this devops file 1.txt, and that should be copied into ops. So let me copy it, copy, and dev file 1.txt into ops. So let us go into the ops and see it got copied. So then similarly go to the ls, go to that, and then check. So now what we will do is we will move all .txt files which are there. Where have been, sorry, ls, okay, pwd. Let me get back one step behind, one step. Then okay, I have a lot of .txt files, so I want to copy all these .txt files into dir1. Let's see how can we do it. So copy, or I'll move, and then asterisk .txt and put it into dir1. All gone, vanished. Then where are they? Let's go into the dir1. That's it. Magical. Brilliant. Yeah, that's how it works. That's our Linux. So now this is how we have created files and manipulated the files names and moved across, and created directories. So now we will try to create a parental directory. For that, for example, I'll get back to one level up, and then here I will create one parental directory. For that, what we have to do is uh, we have to use p option, and then like it's my YouTube channel. In the DevOps is the DevOps course. In that presently I am working on Linux course, and in that I am working on rudimentary uh, basic commands, basics, and then commands. Let's see. Yes, that's how you create a uh, parental directories. So now where is my like okay, ls okay, got it. So cd, I think it's somewhere, yeah, here it is. So here is like. So now let us do recursive. See, you can see in one go, MLike consists of DevOps consists of Linux consists of basic consists of commands. That's what we have created. So this is how you can manipulate, and we can create different directories using mkdir. So then we will look into deleting directories. So removing directories can be tricky, and for good reason. There are lots of opportunities for bad things to happen. When you start deleting directories, the shell tries to protect us from accidental catastrophes as much as possible. The basic command for removing a directory is rmdir. rmdir. So by default, the rmdir command works only for removing empty directories, because we created a file, mv.file, in the new directory. So the rmdir command refuses to remove it. To fix this, we must remove the file first, then only we can use the rmdir command on the empty directory. So let's test it. I think let me go to the mlike only. Okay, so here I have DevOps, and then in DevOps I'll create Linux I have, but still I'll create one more. I think basics Linux, and okay, here I'll create a file, no, or else mkdir rmdir basic. The file, it is failed to remove because the directory is not empty. So that's what I want to prove. So if directory is not empty, so but what is there inside that? So ls basic, it consists of commands, and then we will move into the commands. Okay, okay, commands is empty, so we should able to delete that commands option. So let's get back to the one level up. Then so we have commands in it, it's completely empty, we should able to delete that. That's it, it got deleted. So if there is a file in it, we will not be able to delete it. If there is no file, we can delete it. Anyway, let's get back 2 steps down. Okay, now we are in Linux, so I'll try to delete. Normally with Linux we are unable to delete it, but I will use a different method, that is ri linux. So simply just that will prove that if there is a file or a directory within in a directory, then it's very difficult to delete it, it's impossible to delete it. So that's how deletion of directories work. So you can also use the rm command on entire non-empty directories. Using the r option allows the command to descend into the directory, removing the files and then removing the directory itself. So here uh, rm dir and then r option, and or simply rm or that's it got deleted. So this is another way of deleting. Either you can use rm dir or simply use rm with the rf, that's a recursive, and then linux. So let's get into the root virtual directory. So we'll uh, directly delete imlike without any option, and we'll see whether it's possible or not. It is impossible because this imlike directory is not empty. So to delete it, the option that we have is rm and rf, that's a recursive, and then force it to delete, and then imlike. That's it, gone. Imlike is gone. So this is how deletion, moving, renaming, copying, and creating linking of the files takes place.